Okay, so we blew it out. We've used the smoothing or relaxing balm from the Super Skinny. Then we're going to use the the Paul Mitchell gloss drops, also in the Super Skinny smoothing line. So you will just apply a drop, depending on your guest texture and density. And I like to kind of work it all over through my hands, back and front, so that you don't concentrate the product directly in the first spot that you touch. So I just like to kind of start at the underneath, working it through and through the top, just to really get that product worked in and to fight frizz. And it actually keeps the humidity, it's humidity resistant, so that it helps the hair not to frizz. Okay, again, I'm going to turn on my smoothing iron. So this is the Paul Mitchell Express Ion Smoothing Plus smoothing iron. It has 1.25 inch barrel and ceramic cushioned plate, so that you get a very smooth continued coverage. It heats up in 60 seconds or less, which we're really putting to the test because I forgot to turn it on. It has a 9-foot swivel cord as well and a little hook. It's got an LCD screen where you can see the temperature as it's going up. It's also got digital heat settings, and then there's an auto shut off that you can create to shut off in 30, 60, or 90 minutes, which is pretty awesome. It's also, all of the buttons are on the inside, which is awesome because in past years with other hot tools, have turned it off with my thumb and not realized, which of course you have to go back over, and it usually pulls or tugs the guest hair. So really awesome tool technology. Okay, so I said 60 seconds or less, and then it also, with the microchip heat technology, has a 5-second recovery time. So that means every 5 seconds it's checking the temperature. So if we have it set on 330, every 5 seconds with each pass through, which usually takes about 5 seconds if you do it correctly and slowly enough, it will completely regenerate the heat so that it is completely smoothed. It's awesome. Okay. So we are going to start around the hairline, just taking a section, keeping it back, and smoothing root to end. Vertical section, kind of just like we cut the haircut. Again, keeping it close to the guest so that you really are sure that you have maximum smoothness and not a ton of volume. That is not what this hair is about. Well, my goodness. So taking the next section and smoothing it forward. At the nape, taking section, just smoothing it down. With each pass through, moving slowly and intently, and always having your comb and your hot that tool moving. And I like to go through, like I just did with that section, and we'll do this one. I like to work the smoothing iron through, but then on the last pass through, if you don't use the comb and just let it lie the way it comes out, it's just beautiful, really sealing that shine and luster through the hair that we started at the wash house with. Sorry. Okay. So that is smoothing in the haircut. So my guest today doesn't really want a long bang. So what we're gonna do is just take a moon-shaped, just a half crescent section from both sides of the fringe area. And Takashi really suggests pinching right here from both sides so that you just have it, obviously both sides, the furthest will be the longest, and then pinching like right at the nose and cutting. But since she wants a more side swept fringe, we're gonna pull it down to the chin. And what we're gonna do is just curve it. So we're gonna pull from both sides like a C-shaped parting. Excuse me. And we're gonna start at the chin. And so we're gonna cut shortest in the center and then longest on the outside. So you see how it creates the concave moon shape. So connect that to our length. We're just going to take a vertical section from the first parting and take the longest section and just kind of working that way down. You don't want to do this super fast because this is a very intricate part of the haircut, and it is face framing layers. So you will start again and just pulling forward, cutting it off until you get to that point. Beautiful. Again, excuse me. Again, starting at the longest point and then pulling into that first subsection to really connect those layers. So I'm going to turn it like this. Well, that's not really cutting, sorry. Cut it like this, starting at the longest length. There it is.